What am I hating on? The fact that I still have you. To Mellow, it was love. Let me go through, let's do a fit check with you.
In this video, I'm going to be doing a reaction video to this interview that I'm seeing trending on TikTok right now. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say too much about it. We're just gonna watch the interview together. But I saw like 2 clips that really caught my attention to want to go watch this interview. So we're gonna watch it together. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, these clips I have seen have been diabolical. So let's jump right into the video. And yeah, let's just jump right.
We don't really understand my generation. We're very far apart.
Okay.
I read somewhere you're like 48.
48. Well, I look damn good for 48, if that's
You
the
do.
case.
I'll give you that. You do.
Yeah.
But that doesn't change the fact that after rave, when you was 18, you was probably getting fuck out behind them.
You don't know me, so I'm going to excuse myself. I'm going to excuse myself
Remember,
for a sec.
you need me here.
Okay.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, y'all. That intro already was insane. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious, bro. This is going to be hilarious. Already off rip. Coming for each other.
Malachi from South London, I did not cheat you. You just nyam my batty and went home. Don't try to tell your guys I cheated you, you know. Your own guys don't rate you, sis. You're work class. Go get a job. Go get a job, sis. Your own guys don't rate you. They're here telling me, oh, he's saying he cheated you. Are you fucking mad? Are you fucking mad? I made you nyam my batty and go home. You didn't even get to nyam the cooch. I made you nyam my asshole. It don't even feel good. Shitty mouth. See, you just chat shit. That's why.
Welcome to Off the Record, a platform where individuals come to speak their truth, discuss their thoughts, and own their stories. We're going to be having candid conversations, dissecting various events, asking the questions we're all eager to know, and hopefully coming to graceful conclusions. I am your host, Mide Oni, the one and only. Let's get into it. Today we are joined by Tamello, a young lady who went viral online for causing quite a stir by exposing a young man who performed analingus on her. It has been quite the story. Tamello, would you like to join us?
Thank you.
Hello, hello, hello. What do I call you? Miss Troublemaker?
Thanos.
Thanos.
Thanos of the UK.
Thanos of the UK.
Yes.
Is that what you've dubbed yourself?
That is my official title.
That's your official title?
The
I like that. That's a good title.
I want problems always. Yeah?
Only.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank
Wait,
you.
hold on, y'all. She said I want problems always. Now that makes so much sense. That makes so much sense.
Journey in.
It was a bit long, but I'm here.
Where are you coming from?
Bristol.
Bristol, wow. Well, tell us a bit more about yourself, apart from being, you know, a Thanos of the UK. Tell us a little bit more about you.
Well, I'm 18.
You are 18 years old.
Yeah.
Wow, you're a baby. Compared to me anyway. But yeah, tell us more, tell us more.
I'm 18. I'm from Bristol.
Okay, one of the things is like, she's 18. I'm 29. So her being 18, I mean, yes, that is young, but it's like, okay, that's young. Like, I wouldn't call somebody a baby. I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. If I'm calling somebody a baby, it's the disrespect kind of somebody. It's usually like, if it's a dude that's like young as hell, I'm like, you're a baby. Don't even try it. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's keep going.
What do you do for a living?
What do I do? Do I even have... I don't know.
You don't know. Are you working at the moment? Are you in college or uni or anything like that?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
You don't know if what you do for a living?
She's 18.
I'm going to give you a minute to think about it.
What I do for a living...
She's 18.
Well...
Maybe we'll get into that.
Maybe we'll get into that.
Later. Okay, cool. So who...
Why are you asking an 18-year-old, what do you do for a living? You're 18. You know, and like, I get it if she's like, okay, you go to college, but she's 18. She's still figuring out her life. Like, I don't know. Anyway.
Who do you live with at the moment? Do you live alone?
Alone.
You live alone? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. When you're recording all of your videos, there's nobody with you. You're just like, because your
myself.
videos are quite loud. Like you're shouting,
A
basically.
lot of people have said that.
Yeah, no, in your videos, you are quite, expressive is the word that I would use.
Fuck all of you! Fuck all of you! No, I'm gonna walk around here like my shit don't stink. Bodyguard, shout me. I need a bodyguard now. I've gone fucking...
But anyway, let's move on from that. So you're here because you exposed a young man called Malachi online. Can you start by telling us who Malachi is?
Like, who exactly he is?
Like, who is he to you?
I wouldn't say he was my boyfriend.
Okay.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
He's an arrangement.
Elaborate. What does arrangement mean?
A situationship.
So how did you and Malachi meet?
We actually met on a street corner. Like, we just bumped into each other
Okay.
in Lewisham.
In Lewisham. So do you come to the down to London quite often?
No.
So why were you in Lewisham?
I was having an AP.
What's an AP?
An apartment.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Why were you having an apartment?
I just have them sometimes.
Okay. So you were just happened to be in Lewisham and you
Yes.
happened to meet this guy called Malachi
Yes.
and because you were in an AP.
Yes. So
So
we were
what was the
walking to the corner
interaction?
shop.
Okay. And then what happened?
He was like, yo.
Tell me a bit more, like go a bit more into the story.
He was like, yo.
Yeah.
I was like, hi.
And
He
then
was like, you're Leng, you know?
mm-hmm.
I was like, thanks. He was like, what's your snap? Put it in his phone.
And that's how you guys met. Okay, cool. What was the progression from you guys meeting on that street in Lewisham to then him performing these acts on you? How did you get from A to B?
One day we came on the phone and he was like, I just have weird fetishes that I can't tell anyone about.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, tell me. And he told me that, as well as like belly button stuff.
Belly button
What?
stuff? What do you mean?
Like sometimes he likes licking belly buttons and stuff.
Okay.
Apart from that, he likes eating ass.
Okay, cool. So obviously you went online and you exposed him and you said he's lying about him having sex with you. He only performed analingus on you. Can you please explain why you came online to expose him? What was the timeline that happened for you to expose him?
I wanted his friend.
You wanted his friend?
Right.
Yeah.
So I wanted his friend. So obviously his friends decided to do a CRB on me.
Mm-hmm.
This started back in January. The saga started in January. First, he tried to say we dated. That got shut down. Then he said he was joking. I was like, cool. Second time, his second strike was in February. That was his second strike. He was like, oh, like I cheated her, blah, 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 blah.
Can you just, for people that, I'm a lot older than you, I don't actually know what cheating means. Can you please explain what that is?
To have sex.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he lied and said that you had...
Okay. The only thing I'm gonna sit here and say, this is a commercial right now. The only thing that I'm gonna say, like, when she's like, I'm older than you, just ask what it is.
Sex.
Like,
Yeah.
just
But
say,
you
like,
didn't have sex
ask.
with him.
There was no sex.
Okay. And then after that, he said it twice.
Yes. So he said it that time in February. And then this time when I heard it, like, his friend came on the phone and he was like, I'm bothered. Like, my guy keeps saying he cheated you. So I don't know if I can take you serious. And that really provoked me.
And that's why you came online to talk about it.
I didn't expect it to go so far. I expected him and his friends to see it.
Ah, fair enough.
Okay.
You claim that he begged to perform this act on you. How did that come about?
We were in a hotel room. And then he was like, oh, can I try something on you? And I was like, what? He's told me. I was like, how much do you have?
Sorry, pause. He's told you what he wanted to do and you asked how much does he have?
Correct.
Okay, I'm going to put a pin in that and come back to that later, okay? So you said how much do you have and then what happened next?
He was like, oh, like right now I only got 4 bills. I was like, we can make that work. Because you're not about to harass my asshole for free.
I get that.
Okay. Okay. So after he...
Okay, I'm gonna pause it right here. You can already tell she's immediately, like, judging this girl. But let's keep watching.
giving you the money or you guys have done whatever, Did he pay before or after?
He had to
how
pay
did-
before.
Oh,
He can't pay. No, that's not an option.
he has to pay
Before, yes.
Okay.
Before the service.
Do you have proof of him paying?
No, because he's from Lewisham. They
What
don't
does that
really have
mean?
bank accounts. He paid in cash, yes.
He paid in cash.
What? They don't
was
have
part of
bank
the
accounts?
transaction? What does he get for £400?
He gets to eat my bum
Yeah,
and wank himself off. That's it.
that's it. So he paid £400 to perform this act on you and to do whatever he wanted to do to himself. Why didn't you go to the full extent with him?
I had a bit of like a bay at the time, so it wasn't appropriate.
You had a bae at the time.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit of a bay.
Girl, what does that mean?
Like I was speaking to someone else.
Yeah,
So it wasn't appropriate for me and him to have sex.
but it was appropriate for him to eat your bum.
That's business.
You keep talking about business and no one's gonna eat your bum without paying. Like, girl, what's your profession? Because to me,
Oh, okay, y'all. I get it now. That's why she asked her in the beginning, what is your profession? Okay.
it's giving prostitution. We gotta call a spade because transactions of monetary gain for sexual acts by definition is prostitution, and that's what you're doing here.
I don't think I do it on a wide scale. It's selective.
So you do prostitution on a selective scale.
Yes.
Yes. So just to clarify,
Sorry, Dad.
You're a part-time prostitute.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. How did we get there? What has led an 18-year-old woman to be a part-time prostitute?
I don't know. I don't really see it as prostitution. I see it as if you want something from me and just that, you should pay.
Was that your first time getting money for sexual acts, or is this something that you've been doing for a while?
I wouldn't say no. I used to let boys suck my toes for money.
Okay.
Why do you feel like you've gotten into this business of having transactions for sexual favors? How did this come about? Why has this come about?
I just realized men are a bit weird and some of them should be taken advantage of.
Okay.
So if they want to use me, I'll use you first.
You're very interested, young woman. That's
So first and foremost, before we dive deeper into this video, there's a few things that I want to say because one, this woman is clearly judging this young woman because of her being a worker, or I hope I can say that, but sex worker. She is a sex worker. And the fact that she's using the terminology of a prostitute, okay, she's saying that, but here's the thing about the woman that's the host. At this point in time, she's very judgmental and she doesn't have an open mind and she's just, ill to this girl. Like, you're doing this at a young age and whatever. But she isn't the type of host to be talking to some girl about this because, again, she's a sex worker. That's what she is. And to be honest, I agree with her. It's like men are weird. And I'm speaking from a place of I've been a stripper. And I just want to make this clear, like, what everybody does in, like, the stripper world is up to them. Some of them are, in a sense, I am a sex worker, but that doesn't mean I'm having sex with people. That's not what I do. But there are women that do. And I'm at this place in my life. I've been through a lot. I've been through hell and back. But personally, if that isn't something that I do, I'm not going to judge the next person for doing that. If that's how they have to make their money and their bread, listen, do whatever you have to do, okay? And just FYI, in some countries like the Dominican Republic, like sex work and like prostitution is legal there, so I'm just gonna sit here and say I'm not the one to judge, but let's keep going.
I speak about many subjects. It doesn't go viral. It just stays within my TikTok community.
But as you can imagine, this is very controversial. This is like something that is, I think, analingus is something that is quite new in the UK. People might have been doing it for years, but people speaking about it openly is quite new. So obviously you coming online and speaking about that is going to grab people's attention, especially on TikTok where it's like things go viral like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you didn't think about that? That never came into play?
No, when I made it, I was just in a moment of, let me just be petty. Like, let me just get at him.
She's real.
Are you at all concerned about how you're being portrayed online?
No.
She
No.
said
Why
she
are you
doesn't
not
care.
concerned?
because the internet is just a facade. Like, people come on the internet to escape the reality about themselves. Like, a lot of people who are behind the screens laughing, oh, look at her, she's a prostitute. They're prostitutes themselves. They just don't accept the title.
Okay, so you're basically saying I've accepted who I am and I'm going to make a living off of this.
Yes.
Essentially is what you're saying, yeah? Well, what have your friends said about this?
They
About
know
the
I'm
fact
mad.
they know you're mad.
They know I'm
So
mad.
have they advised you to be like, girl, maybe chill out? Or they just, how is that conversation going with your friends and your family?
My friends, their main advice is, this type of attention you've got, make something of it. Don't try and make something of it. Whether it's a career or something.
What type of career can you do out of this?
I could be a rapper.
You could be a rapper.
Yeah.
can.
Okay, is that what the avenue that you're trying to go down? Because I did see that you were putting music on your story and things like that.
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you have a plan, essentially.
Yeah.
So obviously you said that you don't really care about how people perceive you. The internet is a facade, X, Y, Z. What about in the future? Because when you put things on the internet, there is a digital footprint. And what about your children in the future, your potential husband, maybe a job, things like clients? Let's say, for example, you do become a successful rapper. Maybe brands might not want to particularly work with you because of certain things that you say. Does that bother you at all? Do you think about that?
No, look at Cardi B. How did she start?
That's
She started
very true.
by talking shit. She said a lot in her career. She got picked up by Love and Hip Hop. Then from there released Bodak Yellow. No one talks about the days where she used to sit on Instagram and talk crap. I love Cardi B, by the way.
She used to be a striper.
That's how she
I
started.
totally agree with you. But do you think that that space can be cultivated in the UK? Because remember, Cardi B's in America, their morals, everything that they stand for, even their culture is very different to the UK. In the UK, like I said, we're a lot more prudish here.
Yeah.
So although everybody is doing these sexual acts, not everybody talks about it and everyone has a lot more to say.
Okay, so one thing I am learning something about the UK and whatnot. So apparently they're very prudish, as she's saying. I've never been to the UK. I always wanted to. I actually practice my British accent quite often. But with that being said, it's very interesting what she's talking about how they're very prudish. I just want to sit here and talk about like Cardi B real quick because she used to be a stripper. If you did not know, she used to be a stripper. Yeah, she used to talk shit online. But the thing about Cardi B is like that's her personality. That's who she is, you know. And then let's talk about Kim Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many people out there that have done videos. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Cardi B used to be a stripper. Literally, Kim Kardashian is a whole sex tape on the internet. But yet, look at her. She's a billionaire. And then the girl, I can't remember what her name is, but she did like porn for a while. And then she like, you know, she was in a very like dark place and she didn't feel good about her body, but she was like making money. But now she doesn't even do that anymore. But her videos are still viral on Pornhub and stuff like that. But she is, you know, wealthy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is what I don't get. It's like, one, I'm gonna sit here and say that people, when you are young, you are going to do things and make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you like change your life and go in a different direction, you should still be able to. Like, we all okay, let's be real here. This is why I cannot stand people that like look at people and will watch this and judge this girl like this woman is. But, and again, she's talking about like everybody does it behind closed door. Again, I'm not from the UK, so she's making it clear they're very prudish there. And she's talking about American. They have a different mindset and morals and stuff like that, which is true. But with that being said, one, I want to sit here and say this as well. Like, sex is never going anywhere. This is how we have to procreate. Not saying I will, but at the end of the day, sex is never going anywhere. It's always going to be there.
I'm exactly how I am on TikTok. I've only calmed myself down because I can't come here screaming at you, answering the questions. It's just not.
It's not professional.
But this is just who you are.
It's just who I am. Like, I'm never going to change and I'm never going to get tired because it's just my personality.
Obviously, when people were online kind of getting at you, you were talking about the fact that your dad didn't do a good job raising you. Do you want to elaborate on that? What did you mean?
My dad was like in and out of my life. So there was never really that male proper figure. That may have contributed to how I am now. But either way, I don't know. There's whores with dads.
That's
Never
true.
let this sound when scrolling.
Yo,
Or
this girl, my thing is like she's 18, but I will sit here and say that she has a good mindset. And the fact that she said there are girls with dads that are whores, that's 100% of the truth.
That is true. So you feel like your dad not being a part of your life is what's led you to being a part-time prostitute?
No, I feel like even if I had a dad, if I choose to be a whore, that's nothing to do with him. People have two parents in their house and become serial killers. I feel like you can have great parents and become a shit kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you not feel any shame when you're talking about these things online? Like,
Do you not feel any shame?
What would I feel shame about?
It's like everyone sins in the darkness. I sin in daylight.
But my sin is in the darkness, so I wouldn't have the shame.
But you know that within yourself, and God knows that. So do you not feel any shame?
I do, but it's not online.
What have you done in your life?
I wouldn't say that online. That's the whole point. Okay. My point is, with you're coming online and speaking about...
But what do guys know about you?
What do you mean?
Like men you may have been with in the past. What do they know about you?
Whatever they know is between me and them.
Well, is it? Because they go and tell their friends, which is exactly why I went out at MALACHI.
Yeah, but whatever I've discussed with whoever I've been with and they've told their friends, it's not being discussed by over 10 million people online.
Yeah, but that could easily happen. Say that person went and told one of their friends and their friends did a story time on TikTok and it's about you. That could easily blow up.
But they wouldn't know it's about me.
Well, they could if they said your name.
Basically, to answer this question, you have no shame.
Why do you keep saying that?
I'm asking the question.
It's like you're trying to get a rise out of me.
Yes.
It's like you're trying to provoke me.
I'm not trying to provoke you. I'm just trying to ask and articulate the fact that you ain't got
attacking
shame.
me because you're old?
Old?
Like your generation wouldn't really understand my generation. We're very far apart.
Yeah.
Okay.
I read something like 48.
48.
She got her feelings hurt right there. She said, okay.
Well, I look damn good for 48, if that's
You
the
do.
case.
I'll give you that. You do.
Yeah.
But that doesn't change the fact that after rave, when you was 18, you was probably getting fuck out behind bins.
You don't know me, so I'm going to excuse
I don't
myself.
need to know you.
I'm going to excuse myself
Remember,
for a sec.
you need me here.
Okay, that's fine, darling.
Slave does. Give it to them.
I love this girl. I ain't gonna lie, I love her.
Everyone wants to attack me. Like
She
she
is
walked out her
though.
own interview. This is the Tamello show now. Thanos of the UK ran the host off her own platform. Babe, fuck with me if you want. Does someone want to go get her?
Yo, I fuck with this girl because really, why is she? Whoa.
Let's see. But anyways,
She wants her to be so
I
mad
love
about
your
what
dress.
she does.
I love it. And your hair's nice.
Thank you so much. It's probably for the older generation.
Definitely. It's giving senior.
Okay. We're going to have to keep it cute because I don't want to come out of character. I'm being professional. I don't want to get ignorant.
Hold on. She said, I don't want to be unprofessional. We gotta keep it cute. You've been coming for this girl since the beginning of the interview. The are you talking about?
Don't want to come to your level.
Okay.
So let's be, you know.
Now it's
let's
getting
act
juicy.
like we have.
But I don't, as you just said.
That's why I said let's act.
I don't act.
Well, try.
But I will actually, because it's your show.
Okay, darling. Kaisanat, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about
How
it.
did you feel when he reached out to you?
He didn't.
What do you mean he didn't? There's a clip online of you shouting, like in many of your videos, and you're saying that Kaisanat reached
Why does
out.
she keep repeating
you've
that?
made it, you've gone clear.
Okay. Did you see the response from Kai Sanat?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to take this moment to truly thank all the pawns in my game, that being the UK public, all the pawns in my game who believed me so freely. Believed me. I sat there and I thought, how can I take this to a different level? Because eventually the UK public is going to be sick of me. Kai Cenat, biggest streamer in the world. These fools actually managed to get Kai Cenat to address me publicly, whether it's negatively or not, whether he's saying I don't know her or not. Now people from his stream, there was probably 10 million people on that stream. Now people from his stream have came to find me, and find me they did, because my views on my account, my profile views went from 4 million to 8. So it boosted 4 million in 12 hours. It was all a game and they fell for it. So I just
Ooh.
want to thank all the pawns in this game.
So you're a liar?
To an extent.
No, just yes or no, you're a liar.
Yes.
So then is it fair to say that this whole story is fake?
No. This was just a way to boost my platform even further.
Okay. So you mentioned earlier that you are a what's the word you used? You are a avid chat shitter. So is all of your stories like lies? Is all your story times just you coming up with things to be popular online?
No, because I'm not popular online.
Okay. Well, at the moment you are, because you...
No, but it's not popularity. It's more interest. I wouldn't say I'm popular because popular is a word to be liked.
Yeah.
I'm not liked.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't make stuff up just to be hated on. Everyone does not like me. And that's fine. I've accepted that.
Yeah.
But you know.
So then if you're coming up with more stories and things like that, would it be fair for us to say that all of the things that you're saying aren't factual?
If you passed all other exams but failed one, is it fair to say you're a dumb bitch?
I don't know how to answer that question.
But you're smart though. But you failed one exam.
Yeah.
Are you now dumb? Does
So
that
you're
discredit
basically
everything
saying
else?
one fake story doesn't discredit the rest of your stories.
Exactly.
So the rest of your stories are in fact true.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't even think they're stories. Like, I don't think I've done like story times. I think it's more me calling people out.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a clip that you made on your
This
TikTok
girl's
where you
smart.
made a video and then you stitched your own video and said that you made things up. Is that another test that you failed?
No, the Kai Senat one, that one is not true. In that video, I was more quoting the public. Like I was quoting what's going out on TikTok about me.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't you saying that.
No,
or what
I
I'm
wasn't saying
is a
that
lie.
about myself.
Okay.
I was quoting the public.
There have been a few Malachis that have come out claiming to be the guys that performed anilingus on you. Have you got anything to say about that?
I find it funny how people call me a clout chaser. Would we not consider them a clout chaser?
100%.
Yeah.
It's just that the word clout has negative implications. Would we not consider anyone who posts on TikTok a clout chaser? Because they are posting hoping to get likes, views, comments.
She's right.
I think the public is just angry that I got the clout. Because there's a difference between chasing clout and having clout.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm chasing clout anymore. I think the clout has been caught.
So what do you have to say in regards to these Malachis that are coming forward claiming that it's them?
I would say I'm not going to hate on your grind. Do what you got to do. But it just goes to show people can call me shameless, but people will happily come out and be known as a guy who ate ass for £400 and got sent home just for a few likes.
And just to confirm, none of them are the real Malachi.
Of course not.
So has the real Malachi reached out to you? Has he said anything?
Of course.
What was that conversation like?
He was like, I beg you, please don't do this. Like, don't post me. And I didn't. I'm not that hateful.
So that's why you haven't revealed who he actually is.
Yes. Even if he didn't say that, as soon as it hit a certain amount of views, you now know that this is now public information. Me revealing who Malachi is me essentially ruining his life.
Yeah,
the British public are literally just waiting. Everyone who's saying, oh, she's not saying who Malachi is, like, they just want to know who Malachi is exactly so they can harass him.
Yeah.
I may have tough skin, he may not.
Yeah.
There's a clip online of a young lady graphically having anilingus performed on her. Is this person you?
No.
No. Okay, fair enough. You've been posting a lot of content. I think that you were posting every 5 seconds at one point. What do you plan on doing with this content? Like, how do you want to use this to benefit yourself?
I think I'm just seeing where it goes at the moment. I'm taking all the opportunities which come to me. Obviously, thankful to be here, even though you're a bit bright, but yeah, you're beautiful. But like, I can tell you was like a bitch in school. Like I would have probably had a couple fights with you. But
I'm gonna just move on because I don't want to say anything that I don't want to say. Let's be guided.
You even quoted me.
Like I said, what do you plan on doing with this newfound fame that you've discovered, that you've gained?
TikTok fame is one thing. TikTok fame, it's not real fame.
It's not.
Plan to turn it into real fame.
And what would that fame look like to you?
Notoriety. There's a difference between like having a bit of clout and having actual notoriety, like actually being, I don't know if I'll ever be a respected member of society, but I want to be known. When I walk into rooms, I want to be known.
As what?
That is a really good question. I wasn't even prepared for that. As what?
Because right now, and not to be disrespectful, but a lot of people would notice you as a part-time prostitute. Is that a narrative that you want to change, or are you happy for that to continuously be your story?
Even if I wanted to change it, if the public decide that you are a part-time prostitute, even if I didn't come on here and say this myself, that's what they think, they're not going to change their mind. So whether they choose to see me as that or not, I just want to be known. Whatever they choose to know me as long as they know me, is fine.
So are you going to continuously keep telling us about your sexual escapades, or is this going to be the last time? Are we going to hear more from you about your bedroom antics?
Just depends who decides to be cheeky.
You said you're a rapper. Tell us more about your rap career. What is that looking like? Are you in the studio? Are you creating music?
Last year is when I was really doing rap, like seriously. I kind of lost the passion for it. Like a lot of people managed to take that away from me, take the passion of music away from me. So I feel like now that I have this platform, it would be kind of stupid not to at least try and pursue that again. So I think that's all I have to say about that at the moment, because there's not much to say. I haven't done much. I haven't released anything.
Fair enough. So you're a nice person.
I actually am a nice person.
Oh.
I'm just...
I mean, this conversation would beg to differ, but...
But it's because you're not a nice person.
I'm an amazing person.
No, you're not.
Not to me.
No.
What did I say to you that wasn't nice?
You're just quite judgmental.
Yes,
I didn't say anything judgmental. I
you
asked
have
you a question.
underlying hatred.
What am I hating on?
The fact that I still have youth.
Tamello, it was lovely.
You're wearing Clarks.
These are not Clarks, darling. Check your facts.
What are they?
What are you wearing? Can we go through? Let's do a fit check with you.
Okay. Pretty little thing. Pretty little thing. I think it's a Shein.
That says it all.
What? Do you want to buy me a new outfit?
No, I don't, darling.
What are 18-year-olds supposed to wear? You don't know about Shein. And your buckle's undone on your shoes.
Tamello, it was lovely. Well, it was interesting having you here on Off the Record. I wish you all the best in your career. Hopefully it works out the same way it did for Cardi B. If not, take care.
She is a bitch.
Guys, it has been me, Midday Oni, the one and only, and this has been Off the Record.
Don't sign off as if it's your show, because you needed me here. It's been Tamello from Bristol. Tamello from Bristol. Let me look at all cameras. Thank you. Off the Record. You can cut, by the way. She has nothing further to say.
Thank you for joining us today
on joining us. You're not about to edit this out. It's been the Tamello show. Had I not been here, you would have had fuck all to speak about. So thank you. You can cut here because I'm just going to keep interrupting you. You might as well do this in your own time.
Oh, Jesus is good. And I thank God for growth. I don't know what to say here, because do I give it back? I don't know what's going on.
You've been doing it the whole time.
At least you have one.
Yeah, at least I have one. Thank you. That is very true.
At 31, I'd expect that.
Yeah. Hopefully, and by the time you're 31, you would have grown out of part-time prostitution as well.
No, your mom's still one.
She's definitely not. Let's not do that, darling. Okay. Guys, thank you for watching Off the Record. It's been Midday Oni, the one and only, your host. And I shall see you on the next episode.
See you on the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Y'all, that shit was hilarious. But hold on. Like, y'all. One, I want to sit here and say that woman really came from the fucking jump. Her whole demeanor, attitude towards this girl was just judgmental the whole entire time. Let's read some of the comments real quick. The host is too sensitive. Nothing the girl said warned her walking out the room. Dead ass. Like, why did you walk out the room? The host is nasty spirited. Instead of helping her and reaching out to see if she genuinely okay, she's bullying someone that is half her age. That's not right. If you pass all your exam but fail one, are you dumb? Girl is too smart, got me dying. She really is. For her to say that, I mean, for real, like this, I guess the girl is like, the host is like 31, but bro, like, you are so close-minded, and I now understand, like, I guess in the UK, people are very prudish and whatnot, but she is like such a bitch. And the fact that the girl was like, I knew, like, if we were in high school, you were totally a bitch back in high school. 100%. She's like, I'm nice. Bitch, you are not. You were not nice the moment that you sat down and started talking to the girl. You were immediately judgmental. 2, you calling her a fucking prostitute because she's a sex worker. And on top of that, just being mad disrespectful throughout the whole interview. Then really have the audacity to try to get her to say that she is shameful. You should be ashamed of yourself. That's really what she was trying to say to the girl. I'm gonna read this last one. It says, the host should be ashamed. She clearly wants to embarrass this girl and exploit her for her content. I'm so happy she checked her. Yes, this girl is troubled, but why bring her on a show and drag it out? Do better. We don't know the story behind this girl. Like I said, like in the video, there are going to be some women that's how they're making their money and how they're surviving and how they're living. I'm not in a place. I understand I'm very blessed. I never had to do stuff like that when I was 18. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, being a pole dancer, when I started my journey in my own apartment learning pole, doing music videos and shows before I got into, you know, the strip clubs because COVID. So 2023 was my first year being in the strip clubs and learning that world because I wanted to try it back in 2019, but I wanted to get good at pole. But point blank period, being in that world, meeting other pole dancers and strippers and understanding like their lives and what they go through is completely different from you. Please do not be judgmental. Don't be a hateful ass bitch like this woman was. That interview was funny as fuck to me, and that girl really ate her the fuck up as she should. And I'm happy that this girl, even at 18, she does have a good head on her shoulder. She even schooled this old ass woman. I'm 29 and that bitch looked older than me, and how the way that she carries herself, the way that she was looking at this girl, in a way it was giving, I'm better than you. But with that being said, leave a comment down below on how y'all felt about that host and that girl. I would love to just have a conversation in the comments down below. So with that being said, I love each and every one of you goddesses. Do not forget to love on that like button as well as subscribe if you have yet to. Mwah. Peace. See y'all later.
I fall back, I don't mean to mislead.